Greetings from the Village International School. Presume all of you are well and stay safe.
Dear parents and students, to have a better clarity and understanding, we are having a question answer session. So please feel free to send any of your queries and I will revert.
In a competitive world, everyone, my 11th standard is something which I have to be very competitive. So as in my 12th standard, so as my entrance exam, then my admissions. It's all will happen in its pace. But I just want to tell you, who is a competitor? Who is your competitor? Please understand, we are our own competitor. All that we need to ask every day to us, are we a better person than yesterday? So you don't have anybody to compete with. You have only you to compete with. Please understand that very, very well. Hotel management is a beautiful, a beautiful option you can look at. And again, to science children, I just want to tell you, just taking science doesn't mean that you will be an IIT and an engineer or anything connected to that. There are so many things you can do. Just taking science doesn't mean that you need to end up in engineering, you need to end up in medicine. You can even attempt for CA. Today, the CPT exams are taken majorly by the science children because you decide to go for chartered accountancy or for ACCA. These are the opportunities for you in wide. The options are too many. And then all that you have to trust yourself. You need to get that pat from your parents that to go for anything, and then sky is the limit. Again, I'm repeating. I like to share about my own son. He is Thomas is his name. Thomas was a hardcore physics maths boy. He did physics and maths and up to 10th. And then 8th standard, he told me very clearly, I don't want to do medicine or engineering. I said, that's wonderful. Then he asked me a question, what do I do after my 10th standard? Now this is a question, and this is a question I want you to ask yourself at this point of life. In class 10, in the ICSE syllabus, they have to take an extra subject, and which he took economics. And as he was pursuing economics along with his other subject, I found that he's pretty good with that subject. So he managed that, God's grace, and he managed an admission in economics honors in St. Stephen's. One of the prestigious institutions of India, and it's talked about all over the world. Maths, economics is a brilliant combination. So you can always aim at that college. Getting into that is a huge, huge Herculean task. Last year, or the latest cutoff in St. Stephen's College was 99%. It's not just the curriculum you need to concentrate on. God has blessed us with fantastic talents, inherent talents in you, inborn talents. Maybe you are an artist, you are a painter, maybe you are a musician, maybe you are, blessed with the talent of playing some instrument, an athlete. Please keep that also close to your heart. Never leave your extracurricular activities. The extracurricular activities, along with the curricular activities, will make you a wholesome person. You must spend a lot of time in pursuing this. And Village International School, I must tell you children, is a school which gives you the platform for everything you have passionate about. I myself have conducted a beautiful program in Village International School quite some years ago. Turncoat, one of a kind of a program. It's an international event happened in Village International School, and to tell you, it's the first time it happened in Kerala. No other people have repeated it. So you have events like that in the school. Everything happens in the school with a different aura. I have been part of the school for the last 10 years, and I look at it as a privilege and an honor to be associated with such a fantastic school. I have even done an exchange program with Sikkim children, and the Sikkim children have come, stayed with us, lived with us, so we could learn a lot from them. They could learn a lot from us, and we could even, learn their food habits, their cultural event. We had a cultural program where we portrayed our Kerala culture, different activities, and they portrayed all their beautiful dances, singing. The management have even recreated Onam for the Sikkim children, with an unyal and a sadhya and then whatnot. So that is how we are going to be in the school for the next 2 years. When you enter into class 11, we hold your hand, take you to class 12. You go to any institute you want, which we will help you to identify which school and which college you want to pursue. We will find out for you, and we are not going to leave you there. We will monitor you wherever you are in the respective colleges, how you are performing. You need an internship at times. You get back to me. I will facilitate an internship for you. And then gradually you want to do your post-graduation level. Probably the science children are going for engineering or medicine. Even after the engineering, you need to get into internship and then again come back to us. And then, which is something which I love to provide. And I've been a student mentor for MBA and engineering students and doctors, graduates, and helping them in having right internship and helping them in a right placement. So once you get into the school at 11th standard, we take you, we travel with you throughout your journey, and then we make sure that you reach a destination, a career which is something of your heart call, and that is where we are going to leave you. Till then, we will travel with you. It's a promise personally from me and also on behalf of Village International School. A constant monitoring, mentoring will happen from our end. First impression is the best impression. You agree with me? First impression is the best impression. But there is also a continuation of that, and it is the lasting impression. So remember, whenever we do something, whenever we go somewhere, whenever we meet somebody, they are creating an impression about you, which we put it first impression impact. Now you're all watching me. Some of you are seeing me for the first time, but you have already made an impression about me. How much ever I try to change it in my next appearance, it will not change. So remember, we are watched 24/7, 365 days, people around. So we should be very careful, in our attire, in our decorum, in our etiquette, everything you should be absolutely careful about. So that first impression impact will be brilliant, and it will be a very long lasting impression too. There is a leader in you. In all of us, there is a leader. Now, who exactly is a leader? Leader, let's put it as Leader, the spelling. So let me just tell you what exactly the L stands for. L stands for continuous learning. You need to be a continuous learner. And then, if you can put an example on the other side, Dr. APJ Kalam. That's the right example for you to remember. Then the next word, the next alphabet, it's E. E for enthusiasm. A leader has to be very, very enthusiastic. And I'm referring to none other than Steve Jobs, who invented the phone. He invented everything, there is no competitor for him. So that was his enthusiasm. And then the next alphabet is A. I've been speaking for a while, and whatever I speak, if you can't understand, there is no point. So that quality in a leader is being articulate. And I'm referring somebody who was so brilliant in speeches being articulate, none other than Barack Obama. And then we have the word, the alphabet D. D is referring daring. A leader has to be daring. And when we speak about that word daring, one very special name comes to our mind, none other than Kiran Bedi. So you are connecting daring with Kiran Bedi. And then we have another E, which I just said is nothing other than empathy. And when we speak about empathy, a name comes to our mind is Mother Teresa. So you are a continuous learner, you are very enthusiastic, you are very articulate, you are daring, and you are empathetic. And then you are a role model for so many people. And that's what I wish for all of you. As you come into class 11, let's travel together, explore all the possibilities around you, and then get the blessings of the teacher, get the love and care of your parents, and this beautiful school environment. And then what is more you need? As a person, as a mentor for MBA engineering children, where I have to place the students in different high-level corporates, when they ask for me, they ask only two things as a prerequisite for the candidate. Do they have good communication skill? Do they have a good attitude? They never ask me the percentage you have scored. That is already there. So please remember, your marks at your various degrees you are going to pursue is not just going to take you anywhere. You need to be a right human being, be humane, be a leader, have excellent communication skill, and have the first impression impact. And remember, you are a brand of your own, and all that is what I wish you here to all of you who listen. Two people. One person is none other than Alphonse Kannadhanam, sir's son, who was very passionate about art. So after his 11th and 12th, he went to the best art college in London. Today his paintings are sold across and auctioned for crores and lakhs and whatnot. So there is something which you have to identify your strength within you. Pursue that. Follow the heart. That's very, very important. I also want to tell about, now I started with my son Thomas. He finished his graduation from Stephens. He worked as an analyst for 4 years. He was planning to do his masters in Ivy League College, ISB Hyderabad, all that. He had fantastic ideas. He did everything. One fine morning, he called both of us and said, I have a shock for you all. So then we, what was that shock? The shock is that he said he wanted to start a restaurant from somebody who wanted to be a pilot, somebody who wanted to be an astrophysicist, somebody who wanted to be a mechanical engineer, and all that. He went to Delhi Stephens. He did well there. He worked well for 4 years, and then he followed his passion. He wanted to be an entrepreneur. He's having a restaurant. He started that restaurant with his schoolmate friend from class 2 to 12 in DLF Mall, Saket. This is the 4th year. The name of the restaurant is Mahabali. Myself, being an accountancy teacher, and this is my 37th year with you children, different ages. I must tell you, I also have done up to 10th, took accountancy, had a brilliant teacher, and that is something we get that attention to the subject. It is a passion. Now, what do you want to do after 11th and 12th in commerce is again something you will probably say, I want to go for BCom, I want to do chartered accountancy, I want to do ACCA. Please don't limit yourself there. You can go for more and more options, and this generation is blessed with so many more and more options. Every job is a self-portrait of the person who does it. Photograph it with excellence. All that I want to tell you, children, God has given us wings to fly higher and higher. There is a leader in all of us which we need to identify. And when we do that, with God's grace and your parents' blessing and your teacher's blessing, love and care, sky is the limit. May I wish you the very best in the days to come. Feel free to write to me, talk to me anytime. Good day.